In this video I will show you how I built the KRAKEN in Space Engineers 2. In 5 steps I will show you everything from where I started to how I detailed the ship, so you know exactly how I went from this to this. I created blueprints for every major steps in the build, and we will have a look at it right now. Let's get started. At step 1 I started with the preparation and scaling of the ship. So I searched on the internet and found some pretty good measurements and some photos which helped me a lot to get an idea on how big certain things are. Then I started with building and started with the basic components. I just looked at the photos and just placed some blocks. Looked how big certain things are. I layered out the rough shape of certain components of the ship, like these staircases or the bridge or the flight deck, and just wanted to look if it fits, if I made the right scaling, and wanted to go on from there. Step 2 is important to get right, because this is your base from where you go on with everything else. It's okay to have some elements not on scale at this point, but the overall placement of the individual components is important. Here I looked for unique shapes which need to be right in order to build a good replica. Key elements on the ship are the landing pad, bridge, cargo compartments and catwalks with the fins. In step 3 you can already start with some detailing. It's important to get some eye-catching details like the pipes, guns and further thrusters. This helps with finding out if the scale is right of certain elements. As you can see, I started to build a little bit more on the flight deck and build the bridge a little bit more, and this helps a lot with finding out if you're on scale and if everything is correct. I already did these thrusters in the back, which will be further updated in later steps. Step 4 is the coloring of the ship. With adding color to the ship, I gave it its overall vibe and feeling. Color is very important to recognize the ship. For example, you know exactly to which faction it belongs to, and you know if it's good or bad. Color is also perfect to highlight certain things and to let something stand out, like these tubes or the engines. With color you give the ship its own character, and it's also easier for other people to recognize the ship. In this final and last phase, I went through every single part of the ship and added some more detailing. I used some of the new blocks like the rebar blocks or something else, and just gave it a little bit more detail. I added some more color and reworked all the models like the engines, and I added also lights everywhere. Lights are one of the most important things you need to give the ship character and feel more complete, so I added that. I also reworked the turrets and did some interior design too. I added the bridge and some passages. One of the most important areas of the ship is also the hangar, and so I added a lot of detailing there too. Some lights, some rebar and some markings on the floor and the wall. And the ship is not quite finished yet from the interior. From the outside I think it's actually finished, but I didn't add the whole interior yet since the PSU limit wasn't high enough. If you want to see more of the interior in the future, if you want to see a video of that, how I built that in the future, let me know in the comments. Actually, I also have a new project which I want to start now. I want to build the Javelin from Star Citizen, and I want to live stream that on Twitch. So check that out. Maybe I'm live at the moment. And yeah, I want to make some more videos also about that. So yeah, if you don't want to miss that, please subscribe to my channel. And I see you guys next time. Bye.